destiny.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
What's going on?
Hey guys, today we are excited for our review of Darth Vader Issue 6. Issue 6, right?
Issue 6, yes.
So, another jam-packed issue of some information that, you know, again, This is a new story.
Yes,
so
it is.
We're getting a lot of information that is not canon.
It is canon.
Some of it is canon.
Some of it has, especially in this issue, there's some things that, if you're not a fan of Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated series, you probably wouldn't know who this character is. Or if you didn't read a lot of the previous, Star Wars comics where it may have been mentioned, or books, you may not know who this character is. But there are some things that lead up to kind of fill in some unanswered questions for true Star Wars fans that haven't, they've been wanting to know this. So we kind of begin the issue with Vader. He's recuperating from his massive battle from, beating the Jedi.
Inflow, right?
Inflow, for getting his lightsaber. And he's in his kind of cryogenic little chamber refueling himself. And the Emperor's talking with him. He's just like, man, Vader, you have just destroyed yourself.
You've ruined yourself.
You've ruined yourself.
Which is kind of cool because, again, we're seeing stuff that we haven't seen. Like, in the movies, like, we always see a glimpse, like a little itty-bitty glimpse of him in the cryogenic chamber.
Right.
But this, we get, like, a full shot of his face.
Right.
Like, for example, in the newest movie, in Rogue One, we saw just them cut, and they purposely do it, too.
Oh, yeah, they don't want to show too much.
They cut away,
and
you get to see just a real quick glimpse of him in there.
Right. In this one, you get to see, because the Emperor feels his anger, and you see his eyes, and the Emperor feels that. He's like, ooh, I understand now. You have anger in you right now, and that's what led him to get his lightsaber and turn into the Crimson Red. So, and the Emperor makes mention to him that you need to. He allows him to say, rebuild your armor the way that you see fit. Yeah. And what's funny, at first he says, allow the robots will fix your armor, and I think when he says that, that's when he sees Vader gets angry, because
and they cut to a screen of just his eyes in the chamber, and they're just crimson red.
And it's because as Anakin Skywalker, he was an engineer. He built things, he fixed things. So the Emperor felt that. He was like, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. You fix your armor to how you like, because you were an engineer. And we see this shot of he closes his eyes and we see the tools start working. So he's fixing his own armor while he's recuperating and rejuvenating himself, which was just sick.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So
like
sick.
The tools are moving.
It
was awesome.
Right.
So then we cut back to we cut to another scene of the former Jedi Temple. Yeah. And we see a member going through the temple and basically just kind of giving clues that maybe he was once there, because he's saying, I remember.
Lies.
And then he's like, lies, all lies.
Right, lies. And we'll get to who this person is in a minute. And as he's going through the temple, Vader is notified. I'm not sure I think he was notified by the Emperor. It didn't say it first, but he was notified that there's...
It was by one of the droids.
Was it one of the droids?
Because they have the droid little kind of symbol, like...
The speaking bubble, whatever.
I don't know what those are called. They really got to find out.
Yeah. So he's told that there's an intruder in the temple. You need to go deal with this person. And Vader's just, he's getting all his armor put back on, and he's like, yeah, will do. Yeah. And so the person who's there, he's like saying lies, and he's like, I'm going to find out the truth. I'm going to get into these archives, and I'm going to find out the truth, because there's no one left.
There's no one left. So he thinks there's no one there to stop him.
Exactly.
And that's clearly wrong, because in the frame jumps Vader. And immediately a battle ensues. Yes. But one of the most important things that this person that was going through the Jedi Temple says to Vader is that I was promised the archives, or they're mine.
Right. The archives are promised to me. I'm going to keep them.
I know what you're here for. You're trying to get them.
Exactly. He's thinking that Vader is there to steal what he has been promised. And this person feels that he is more powerful than Vader. He's like, I'm going to destroy you.
At first.
You are no match for me. And what's cool is that he has this weapon that's similar to a lightsaber. It is. And then it comes out on both sides, and he's like spinning it really, really fast. Yeah. And Vader says, oh, I was just testing out my new armor. And he sticks his lightsaber in the middle, breaks it in half, pushes him down, and he's about to kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, he is literally about to kill him. And then he's stopped by the Emperor. The Emperor tells him to stop. And we find out that the person in there is the Grand Inquisitor. Now, anybody who does not know who that is...
Which I don't.
The Grand Inquisitor was... his real name is... It's called Paul On, or Pa-On. It's like P-A-U, there's like a little apostrophe and then A-N. And you may remember him in the movie Revenge of the Sith when ObiWan Kenobi lands on that planet.
Hold on. You better get this right.
Oh, it is right.
You better get this right, because
You're
going to get someone that comments and tells you that you're wrong.
Last time I screwed up, but in the Revenge of the Sith, the planet, it's called Yucatan. Obi-Wan Kenobi lands, and it's the guy that was in that red suit, and he was looking for General Grievous, and at first he said, he told Obi-Wan Kenobi that, General Grievous is here, there's people here. He actually was part of the Jedi Order. He was actually he was a Jedi Temple Guard, and what this new story is telling us is that before Order 66, he turned to the dark side and took the title of Grand Inquisitor, which then later on, as we'll see in the comics and what we know in canon, is that Darth Vader trained the Inquisitors to hunt down and kill the remaining Jedi.
Yeah, so Sidious goes in to tell Vader that he turned this person to the dark side simply because there was a crack in their armors, per se. A weakness
right.
that he was able to take advantage of and get him to the dark side. And there's a funny, not funny, but interesting conversation between Sidious and Vader where Vader says, you sent me to run into this guy, to fight this guy. What if he would have beat me?
Right. But the Emperor's like, there's no need to
you of all people
focus yourself on things like that.
Yeah.
Do you think he really would have beaten you? And Vader's like, no, there's no way.
Yeah, and then Sidious is like, well then,
right. So, Vader asks him why is he called Grand, and Sidious tells him the backstory. So Sidious has been planning this for a long time before Order 66. So he has taken. There's a group called the Inquisitors, which are a group of the Inquisitors, which they call Inquisitors. They were trained and bred to kill the Jedi or find Force-sensitive individuals to either turn them to the dark side or just eliminate them.
Yeah.
And later on down the road, Vader trains them, but Sidious has had this plan beforehand, and that's what.
So Sidious tells Vader that, look, they were slaves to the light side.
Yes, they were former Jedi.
Yeah, and that now they hunt. And after turning to the dark side, and Vader asked, what do they hunt? And Sidious says,
Jedi, of course.
The Jedi, of course.
Right. So what was really interesting about this, though, is that from the information that I know of the Grand Inquisitor is he, because he was a Jedi, he was promised to learn the Jedi way, and I think he's going back to the archives because he was promised to learn all the history he can to know the weaknesses of the Jedi.
Yep.
And that's what Sidious is training them to know, is how to destroy them, how to find them. And that's what the Grand Inquisitor is wanting to get back, is his knowledge of the Jedi, to learn everything he can about them so he can destroy them.
So when they walk into the room of the other Inquisitors, the Grand Inquisitor says, our masters are here. Now, the interesting about that is the Inquisitors say, what do you mean masters? We have one master, and that's Darth Sidious. But
it was one of the prime Inquisitors, the eighth brother, because there's the eighth brother, the fifth brother, and a couple others that I can't remember at the moment. But the eighth brother was one that was he was a Jedi too before, and he turned to the dark side as well. So he was like, our masters. We only serve one master. And they're like, times have changed.
Times have changed. I was trying to think of that line.
Yeah, times have changed, and there's two.
Yep.
And the thing that Darth Sidious he mentions to the Grand Master, because the Grand Master was freaked out when Vader attacked him. He's like, and you sent this monster to attack me? What if he would have killed me? And the great line that the Emperor says is, look, you are the strongest of your kind, but the Inquisitors belongs to the Sith.
Yeah.
So yes, the Grand Inquisitor is the greatest of his kind, but because Darth Vader is Dark Lord of the Sith, he is more powerful than anyone you will ever know.
Yeah, and obviously he bows to that. So, Sidious goes on to explain that he is to take the Inquisitors, meaning Darth Vader is to take them, and now go after each and every... So he says that obviously most of the Jedi were taken care of with Order 66. However, the strongest... survived.
Right.
So now the mission, he has a new mission.
Yes, he has a new mission to train the Inquisitors, take the Inquisitors, and hunt down and destroy the remaining Jedi that are out there. And what's interesting is that the last panel of this comic is showing another character that we don't know who it is yet of who this might be. This could be another Jedi who is in solitude.
There's one last line that says, there is no greater threat to the Empire.
Yeah.
While they're showing this last, what we assume is a Jedi.
We assume is a Jedi. Just an individual.
With like a double ferret.
Double ferret in a cave. You can see like
two planets
behind him. I mean, dude, not dude, but everyone.
Dude,
this issue was
and dudettes.
Absolutely amazing. Please pick this up if you have not started the new Darth Vader series. It's absolutely amazing.
I even like this cover because they kind of threw us off a little bit.
Yeah,
like they've done that with a couple of these covers so far.
I thought Vader was going to be in like he was going to have an issue again.
What you see is the Grand Inquisitor, and then Darth Vader's helmet literally just shredded in half.
Yeah. So. Of course, that didn't happen. It's just throwing us off. You know, it's going to throw us off a little bit. So
of course not.
Let us know what you think of the new Darth Vader issue and the new series that's going on, because we are absolutely... I'm geeking out right now. I want to read it again. It's so good. It's so good. Charles Soule and everyone else, it's awesome. I love it.
Definitely. Guys, let us know what you think. Like the video.
Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Twitter. And stay tuned for more Darth Vader. We will see you soon. We're NocBro Nation.
And we're out.